Good morning, profitable traders. Welcome to today's market color session, being the 19th of December 2025. So good to have each and every one of you around. We will be looking at DXY, GBP USD, Euro USD, and right after that, my colleague will be coming up for his analysis on gold and yen basket. So without taking further of our time, let's see what the market has for us today. On the XY, the weekly time frame, as seen right here, nothing has really changed. We still are looking out for price to retrace right back into 107.321. Why? Because there's the left shoulder right there, residing at 107.321. So this is what we want to see, for price to return into the left shoulder and sell off that level. Coming out to the daily time frame, however, we've seen a break of this low right here. Confirm if you can hear me, actually. We've seen a break of structure, and we're even seeing that this most recent price action is actually bearish. Narrowing down to the 4-hour time frame too, we can easily say that we are in a bearish direction, right? Please do confirm if you can hear me. Thank you, Moyo. So on the 4-hour time frame, we're heavily bearish also. So coming out to the 1-hour time frame, what we'll be looking out for is actually entries, right? So over time, we may see price retracing right back into 98.749, and before continuing the sell to the downside rather. So after establishing that, we're actually looking out for a buy to sell, a buy into this level 98.749, and a sell of it. We'll just narrow down to the much lower time frames to see if okay. So looking at the fact that we want to buy to this level, 98.749 before selling off, I can actually spot one box pattern if you want to enter the buy to catch the short-term buy to that level. There's a shoulder right here, sweep, break. This has already been fulfilled. We saw a tap right here, right? And price is, tending to the upside. You may see price trading all the way to this left shoulder at 98.749. On the 5 minutes time frame, however, we're still looking out for opportunities to enter the buy. We may look out for entries on this time frame, but I can't spot any. It's not obvious, I beg your pardon. It's not really obvious for the short-term buy. So we may just, if we are patient enough, I beg your pardon, if we're patient enough to wait for the buy to materialize and trade all the way into 98.749, that's also fine. But if you want to catch some little pips, right, you can actually look out for entries for the short-term buy all the way to the left shoulder on 1-hour time frame. Coming down to Euro USD, weekly time frame, as seen right here, everything is still as it is. Shoulder at 1.06763, sweep to the downside, break to the upside. We want to see price returning and buying off this level on the weekly time frame for Euro USD. Narrowing down to the daily time frame, we're seeing the most recent price action being bullish, right? And right now there's a retracement on the daily time frame. Let's head straight to the 4-hour time frame to see what price is doing. On the 4-hour time frame, however, we're still very bullish, fibbing this most recent swing from point A to point B. We may see price retracing all the way to 61.8% fib level, or even further down into 78.6% fib level, coinciding with this fair value gap right here. So let's look out for entries on much lower time frames. Let's look out for entries of the buy on the much lower time frames. Right. Not so obvious, but I can spot the left shoulder for buy on 1 hour time frame. Shoulder sweep to the downside, broke to the upside. We want to see price returning right back into this left shoulder at one spot, 16365. Once price retraces right back into this level, best believe I am looking out to long Euro USD on 1 hour time frame. So it looks as if price is caught up in a range on 15 minutes time frame. But of course, we expect to see a break out of that range for price to retrace right back into the price points that we actually called our point of interest on the 1 hour time frame. So on GBP USD being the last on my list, the weekly time frame also, we may see price retracing right back into one spot, 24683 shoulder sweep right here, break to the upside. We may see price returning right back into this left shoulder at one spot, 24683. And once that happens, I want to buy Euro USD. And on the daily time frame also, most recent price action is actually bullish, as seen right here, coming down to the 4 hour time frame. On the 4 hour time frame, we're even seeing that the direction is actually to the upside. Nothing confusing. We are clear on what we want to do on GBP USD. Coming down to the 1 hour time frame, it seems as if price is caught up in a range right here. The most recent price action is actually in a range. Price is caught up in a range, not breaking lower, not breaking higher, just caught in between. All right, but we're looking out to buy GBP USD. So if we see an entry, if I can spot an entry, then I will be dropping it in the Telegram support group. Right now, price is caught up in a range on GBP USD. So all we will do is to wait and see what price, what direction price will take moving forward. So pretty much this is my outlook for today, right? This is my outlook for today. If you have questions, only type in the chat box and we will be attending to them. And also registration for the FX Bootcamp training and also the ATM cash flow training is currently ongoing. You can start your 2026 learning how to trade the financial market. For more information on this, kindly reach us to us on 081 1699 5030. And also the Falcon bot leasing service is still ongoing. Visit valueflowtrading.com/Falcon for more information on that. Without further ado, if there are no questions, we'll be going on a very brief break and Lincoln will be coming up for his analysis on gold and yen basket. With that being said, cheers and God bless.
Hello, good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the Market Call brought to you by the Value Flow Trading team. This morning, we are going to be looking at the analysis of the precious metal, and from there, we head straight to Japan to see what is going on the yen basket, of which we use the outcome to interpret the yen currency. Yeah. Once again, my name is Lekoshiri, and I'll be taking us through the analysis briefly this morning. Now, for the precious metal, if you look at it from the weekly perspective, we've been very bullish all the way to the upside. And this week again, we are expecting that when price test this all-time high, we are going to see the sell-off to the downside. And on the daily time frame, we observed that as at yesterday, price approached to test the all-time high again, and we see how it has been pushing down to the upside, even at the release of the CPI yesterday. And if you check on your 4-hour time frame, the recent move is still telling us that price is still, pushing all the way to the upside. We've not seen a clear market structure shift based on the current price action. And based on the current price action, if you know what we trade very well here on the market column, we are expecting that price would come and take out this low. And when price takes out this low, you will see the market structure shift around this low. Then we wait for the pullback, and this is going to be our shoulder on the 4-hour time frame. But remember, we are in the time of the year where there is a low liquidity in the market. So what we just do is we look more on the lower time frame analysis just to catch the little piece we can in a little while. So if you look at it from the 1-hour perspective too, you are going to see that everywhere is still very much bullish all the way to the upside, and we've not seen a very clear market structure shift yet to the downside. As a matter of fact, the only thing we saw was a few days ago on Tuesday how that the market traded into this shoulder here and begin to push to the upside. So what exactly should we wait and look out for? Let's check on the 15-minute time frame to see if we have any setup there waiting for us. Now on the 15-minute time frame, you would agree with me that everywhere still seems more, in a consolidation state for the past almost 4 days now. Since Tuesday, we've been in this consolidation state, and we don't know where exactly price wants to break into. But at the release of the news yesterday, we saw how price rallied all the way to the upside and pushed to the downside again. So what I would advise us to do is, yes, this gave us, we saw some level of buy signature yesterday on the 5-minute time frame, which happened during the Asian session, which is this sweep of liquidity, the break and price pulled all the way back to this zone for the buy, which we can see this happening. So I'm still of the opinion we will likely still see price, push a little bit more to the upside, but we have to support that with a very clear data. We can see on the screen right now that everywhere still looks much more bullish until we see a clear market structure shift and our signature begin to place out. Then that is when we will pull the trigger. It is normal for you not to see a setup on your most preferred pair. So in a nutshell, for the precious metal today, is telling us that everywhere is quite nothing to do unless if you have your own trading strategy that you use and it's showing you an entry that you can easily take. But right now, everywhere is still quiet. So we want let there be a market structure shift, especially from this 4-hour time frame, which we already mark our shoulder. If for any reason price break this low to the downside, then we'll come back and wait for price somewhere around this place. I think that is much more clear for the precious metal, right? So let's quickly get to Japan to see what is going on the yen basket. For the yen basket, you would agree with me. Our analysis this week is we want to see it sell more and sell properly into this weekly order block. Last week, it attempts to, test this order block, but it does not really tap it proper. So our anticipation this week has been that we want to see it trade further a little bit more to the downside. And if you look at it from the daily time frame, you are going to observe that that's exactly what has been playing out since the open of the week. Since Tuesday, we've been seeing price pushing all the way down. And I'm still of the opinion that it's coming to take out this low because this is still where our POI is on the weekly perspective, this that you are seeing here. So we expect that price should trade properly into this weekly order block. All right. So if you look at it from the 4-hour perspective too, since we've not seen a clear market structure shift on the 4-hour, we still expect the last leg of the sell into this zone. And just as we've always said that we are expecting that sell to happen ending of this year or properly into the first or second week of January. And when we see that, then that is going to tell us the theme for the yen basket for the year 2026. All right, so that is that on the yen basket. Even on the 1-hour time frame too, you've seen how that price has been pushing all the way back down, and it's going to come and take out all this liquidity that we have resting below here. Now, if you are expecting more sales of the yen basket, what should we now be looking out for on pairs like GBP, JPY, and Euro, JPY? For GBP, JPY, you are going to observe that it has been, there has been some level of divergence. The yearly high, the all-time high of GBP/JPY is this. Why that of the all-time low of the yen basket price did not take it out? Why it has taken out that of the yen correlated pair, especially for GBP/JPY and Euro JPY. Now that is telling us there's a divergence somewhere, and whenever the market for the sell for the yen correlated pair begins, we are going to see the massive fall, and I pray we all will see it and take the opportunity. All right, so on the daily perspective of GBP/JPY, price is still very much up, creating further higher highs. So as at this morning, this also happens to be what price is doing right now, happens to be the highest level we've seen GBP/JPY in a long while, right? So it has been creating further higher high. So let's go to the lower time frame to see where exactly should we expect an entry for the buy continuation. As a matter of fact, we saw an entry here yesterday, which was this particular signature here. As you can see, we've seen the sweep of liquidity, the break is the typical boss pattern. And during the New York session, the entry was here for the buy. And that buy happening right now, moving forward, what exactly should we now look out for to join if we really want to join the buy? Now, if we really want to join the buy, I've not seen any re-entry for the buy right now. This will have been the re-entry at that yesterday night during the New York session to the upside, right? So this is the only re-entry that was that we saw. This is the only re-entry here. This should have here. But right now, there's no any re-entry anywhere except if we check the 5-minute time frame. All right. Okay, on the 5-minute time frame, the only re-entry I'm seeing is this, and is a low probability one, and which is this level that we have here. All right, so this is the only entry I'm seeing on the 5-minute time frame, meaning price should come out in uniform to come and take out this low that we have seated at that region there. All right, and if price takes it out, then we may look out for opportunity to take our buy action somewhere here, right? So this is it, and our stop loss just somewhere below here, about 15 pips, and we follow it all the way to the upside. 1:3, 1:4 gets your team out of the game. So this is the setup for the GBP/JPY on the lower time frame 5-minute. I still expect that price should come all the way and take out all this liquidity, tap into this level, then we will now begin to see the buy again to the upside, because we are still expecting the yen basket to trade into our POI, which is a sell. And as the yen basket is selling, this guy ought to be buying. Now for Euro JPY, what exactly should we look out for on Euro JPY? We have similar thing playing out. As a matter of fact, Euro JPY has really trend for a long time now, because this is its own all-time high, and we've been trended for a very long time now. So what should we expect moving forward for Euro JPY? We expect some level of pullback, and if the yen basket did not trade into its own POI for the buy to start, then we should look for buy opportunity more for the Euro JPY. As you can see, Euro JPY also is creating a new all-time high currently today. Now, what should we look out for on our lower time frame for Euro JPY? For Euro JPY, I'm seeing an opportunity here on the 1 hour for Euro JPY, where price is still most likely going to come and trade into this level for a buy. Okay, so this is it for me for Euro JPY, right? This is it for me for Euro JPY, and this may happen into the New York session or even Monday. So I'm expecting price to come, take out this low, and you can easily follow it all the way back to the upside for Euro JPY. Okay, so this is the SL somewhere around this place, and you are targeting your 1:2 or 1:3, right? So that is it for Euro JPY. Now let's look at the lower time frame, just what we did for GBP JPY to see where price is most likely going to come into. Oh, this is even very much more interesting, but this is the low probability trade for Euro JPY because we've seen the shoulder somewhere here, right at this region. It's the same signature, just the way we did it on Monday. Remember the buy of Monday for Euro JPY and GBP JPY, it triggered for Euro JPY, bought and delivered, while GBP JPY price never came back to that entry. The same thing we are seeing playing out this morning again. As you can see, we are expecting price to take out this liquidity around this level here. As price takes it out, then we'll look for opportunity to buy again from this zone, meaning we have our stop loss just below. I won't just put it below this week, but I'll put it below the Asian low. So just have your stop loss somewhere here, right? And you target your 1:3 or 1:4. Anyone that best suits you, you get it and you work with it. All right, so I'm expecting a pullback of Euro JPY to take out all this liquidity level, and particularly this one, I will start buying to the upside. But remember, the long-term trade on the 1 hour time frame is somewhere here. So this is structure within structure. We are seeing buy opportunity here on 5 minutes. That is why we call it a low probability trade. Why for the 1 hour we are seeing the entry here, and this should hold very well. If for any reason price comes back here, then we buy more to the upside. So this is it for Euro JPY and also for GBP JPY. If there's any question, you can easily type in the chat box. Let me quickly address it before we call it a day. All right, so if there's no question, this is going to be the end of the market call brought to you by the Value Flow Trading team. Make sure you trade cautiously and use your proper risk management strategy. So we meet again for the New York recap by 2 p.m. I am the Cheers, and God bless.